And as you're getting close, you can start slowing it down by having the stopcock just slightly off of vertical, so it dispenses one drop at a time. When you get very close, you're going to want to swirl it around a little bit. So each time you can refine your measurement by looking at what your initial volume was and your final volume was and figuring out what approximate volume you'll need for the subsequent trials. So you'll know that you're done when you get the very pale pink.
I'm Jim Ballard, and today I want to show you a process that I developed in working with friends of mine who are blind or visually disabled. Now I'll take, and I put the stencil on a piece of wood. So now I'll take the wood and the stencil and the paper and put it inside a plastic bag.
Gently anchor, a little bit less than I did with the first needle insertion. Pull back and push into where the vein is. Leanna, are you okay?
Yeah.
Anytime the patient says ouch or that there's a hurt, then we will remove the needle.
Okay, so I'm going to start here. I'm going to push a little bit harder on the outside, and I'm going to start right at the bottom, right at where the clay meets the bat. I'm going to push. I'm going up. So I get towards the top. I'm going to ease off the pressure. I'm going to leave my inside hand in just a little bit longer.
Next, take the drain plug and place it in the holder.
Any higher than where my nose happens to be, okay? Okay, so eventually air resistance will make it not rise quite as high.
K sounds. Miss. Met.
So all you have to do is lean up against here so you can stay nice and straight. And then I take, keeping my elbows in, I push all the way down. And in this point, I can really squeeze with the back of my arm, my tricep, and lock it out right there. Then come up only to your chest line, no higher. Back down again.
You also have your own company?
Yes. And actually, when I designed this landscape in 2007, I was hired as the landscape designer and project coordinator.
Okay.
So even though volunteers actually were the ones who removed the nook carreaux and put in this solar-powered water feature.
Hello, I'm Melissa Newell, and I'd like to welcome you to another segment of Engaging Our Communities. Today we are here above the Fremont Bridge with Kristen Ramirez. Hi, Kristen.
Hi. Hi,
Thank you
Melissa.
so much for inviting us up into this space.
Thanks for coming.
Well, of course, the big question is, what are you doing up here?
So it's kind of a long story, but in the fall of last year, the city of Seattle put out a call for artists looking for someone who was interested in setting up their studio in the northeast tower of the bridge and using it as the perch from which to kind of examine the bridge and this environment and